Smoke, baby.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. We had a bad storm come through last week and it blew my top off my skinning machine. And since it blew off, I'm trying to come up with a better way to keep it covered during the months I'm using it. So I'm fixing to work on that, but I thought when I was doing that, I've never showed y'all my skinning machine. So I thought now would be a good time while I'm making this rain cover for it to protect it, I would show it to you guys. I built every bit of this. The only thing I didn't build is the vice grip part with the stand, because I bought it as a floor mount model. They call it from A&J Skinning. This is what he made. This piece right here, he had the vice grips welded, this bracket and this flat part with the 2 bolt spots on it, so it'll swivel. I bought that from A&J Skinning Machine. He makes great high quality stuff. But I built the frame that it's mounted to. I brought this up. That's actually a piece of old scrap sprinkler pipe right there. But I welded all this angle together. And then my dad helped me put this together here. And the cool thing about mine, I've got it in 3 pieces where I can pull a pin out and take it down if I needed to and travel with it if I had to, whatever I need to do. To beef it up right here, I drilled me a spot through my wall, used this piece of scrap as like a washer, and it's holding on the back side of a 2x6 in here, so it's pulled tight to the wall. But I used 2 1/4 square stock steel. There's one of my telescoping screws I can pull through and take it out, so you can, you know, easy to transport if I needed to. I welded this brace in right here. I went real high with mine. I think I've got 14 foot between mine. And when I use this old style gimbal here, that old gimbal it makes it long on you. So I don't use it a lot, but I do use it some. And then of course, I need to get a longer controller for this so I can get it down here, mount it right here where it's out of the way. I haven't got a longer cord for it yet. I always just stand right here and reach up and bump it how I need to. But I need my winch covered. And I had this old bus tote on it, sitting down over it with some zip ties, but they'd come apart. So I'm fixing to get up here and come up with a better way to cover it. But by making it this tall, you need like 7 foot just for coons and otter, stuff like that, which otter I pull by hand. But for coyotes, you know, you really need a good 10 foot. I can actually, as long as I use a speed gambrel, like a regular V for deer or something like this, a speed gambrel, I can actually almost pull a whole buck with this before I have to get another grip. But coyotes and stuff, since I got this, I built it year before last, and I can skin a coyote, you know, in less than 5 minutes. He's skinned, done, ready to be fleshed, sitting over out of the way. It has saved my back and my butt skinning the last 2 seasons. It makes skinning a breeze. You know, you get off work, you work all day, then you get off, run line, and you got 5, 6 coons, 2, 3 coyotes, a couple bobcats. You need to be able to roll with it and not be up all night skinning. And I've got to where I never flesh the same night. I'll skin all my stuff one night, roll it in there as long as it's cool, leave it out in there on the concrete so it'll keep getting colder, because fleshing always fleshes better when it's cold. So I'll skin one night, flesh the next, and I just keep it rotating like that. And sometimes you get a big line, a big haul, you know, some of that stuff has to go to the freezer, and then I'll pull it out on Fridays, and I'll stay up late Friday night or Saturday night fleshing and getting everything caught up so my freezer don't overfill. But it's a tank, y'all. It's an absolute tank. And I need to build me a rain cover because I don't have a big barn or building I could put this inside at. I just don't have that room here on this place. So till I get a big shop built, it's the best I can do. And I made it where my winch, I got it on a piece of unistrut there. I can pull that pin and pull that winch off. So when it's not trapping season, I pull that, bring the winch down, I put it up in the building so it's not out in the weather, have to worry about, you know, rain or anything, no kind of elements getting to it. But for these 3 months of trapping season, it's up there, but I want to have a good cover on it for them 3 months. So I'm gonna drill some holes in this bus tote, and I think I'm gonna run paracord through them and kind of zigzag it and cinch it down to it that way. Because I don't want to put no screws through my top piece. But anyway, I thought I'd show it to you guys. It's a cool way I done it so I can take it down and move it if I need to. It's not a big chore to work with it. You can pull it into 3 pieces. The longest piece is 8 foot, and you can haul it in the back of a truck, whatever you need to do, without it being one big piece and a big deal to move, you know. If I can just get my rain guard figured out on the top, it'd be in good shape. And I need a longer controller because it does kind of get aggravating reaching up like this to work it, you know. But with this being able to swivel, once you lock your fur in, works great. And I really want to make me another arm that comes out right here with a hinge so I can swing it out of the way. For making your first cut up the legs, if I had something that would just hold 1 foot, the way it is, I've got to hook 1 foot in here, hold it with one hand, cut it with the other. If I had that movable arm, I could just clamp him in it and it would hold it, and I'd have 2 hands to do my quick cuts, you know. I usually just sit over there on that table and split them all down their hind legs first, and then I bring them here and get them started, clamp them, and go with it. So anyway, guys, let's get a rain cover put on this thing. Stay tuned. All right, so I just popped me a couple holes here, run my 550 cord through one of those cam jams because I had a bunch of them laying around, cinched it tight, tied my slack up out of the way. That's holding it together here. And then I got my square cut out from my strut that holds this. See, I got a pin right there. I just pull that pin, slide my winch mounted to the unistrut. I slide it out of the tubing to take it down for the year whenever I'm not using it. So just my pole sitting here and my winch ain't out in the weather. But I don't ever take it down once trapping season starts till I'm done trapping. So I needed something better than what I done last year with that piece of rubber to keep it out of the weather. And this right here, I think with that rope on it here and it caught here, I mean, you can see the whole thing rocks up top. So it would have to rip this down to get it to go now. So I don't think the wind will get it. I don't want nothing too permanent, drilling it to my pole or nothing. I mean, it's just old Rubbermaid. Sun's gonna work on it over time anyway. And I just need it for 3 months out of the year, so I think that's pretty cool. Keeps it dry. That's good, heavy made steel. I know it's taller than a lot of guys make theirs, but I wanted it where I could even pull a whole deer if I wanted to. I mean, why not? If it was in a building and I didn't have the space, I could shorten it, you know, because I've got a piece of pipe inside of this where it telescopes down on it, and then that bolt goes through it and holds it there. But I could shorten this outer piece to any length I wanted. As long as you got, I don't know the exacts, but I think as long as you got 12 foot of clearance, you can do any size wolf or coyote you wanted. But I think I've got 14 foot clearance from the deck, so I don't have any problems skinning anything in North America. It's got the height to it. Like I said, the only thing different I want is I want to make this longer. I wished I had, they make it in a 20 foot cord. I just hadn't took time to rewire it and all. And I think I'm gonna get by with it this season. But before I put it up next year, probably when I take it down, I'm gonna wire up that longer cord, that 20 footer. That way I can mount me a board right here with a hook and hold it right here. That way, as I'm working and skinning, I can just bump it up and down right here instead of having to reach up all the time. All that is a pair of vice grips with 3/8 rebar welded. 2 of them right there on the bottom, 1 in the center, smooth down, locks right in for that, grab your fur. Lock it right down, nothing too crazy. You don't want to pull it. Any of you new guys, you know, you never want to pull red fox, red fox, gray fox. You wouldn't want to pull those. Their fur's so thin. But coyote, possum, coon, even skunk, I pulled skunk. I just was easy with it. Otter, I always pull by hand because they're so valuable. I don't want nothing happening to my otter skin. But the main reason for this is coon and coyotes, and it works great. So, and price value, guys. The winch, I think I give 75 bucks for it on like a Black Friday sale like 4 years ago. I had it a long time before I built this because I had a little jerry rig thing made up in my building and I only had 7 foot, so I could only just get coons and I'd have to halfway stop, unhook it, hook it again. And the thing I had just, it didn't work that good. I got the piece of steel. I got the 2 pieces of steel off a job site dumpster that was cut up. It was the last few pieces and the guys just trashed them, so GC let me get them out of the dumpster. The angle iron that I made my frame with, I got those off scrap job sites too, out of the dumpster. I mean, all this is pretty much shit that's been thrown away or give to me, other than the winch was 75. And I think this frame here, I don't remember what it was. I want to say like 50 bucks with shipping and all. I might have 50 bucks. So I spent almost a full day working on this when I made it. So I got a day worth of work in it, like 8 or 10 hours of welding and putting together. And then I've got maybe 120 bucks in material on it that it costed me. And it works great. It bulked, you know, when you pull it you can see it flex a little. So all I did when I drilled right there, that's just a scrap piece of 1/4-inch steel I had. I drilled 2 holes in it, put me some big fender washers on it. I went through the block wall and I had a piece of 1x6 right here, like a decking board, and I run through it, and that just give me a long piece there. Ultimately make it like a big washer for me is what I'm doing, and it just helps stop some of that flex when you're pulling on something real thick. I don't think it was necessary, but anything to stop the movement, you know, is all. And then I just set it on a few blocks here. But that's gonna really save the weather, keep the rain stuff off my winch. It works great. If you guys would like to see it in use, leave a comment, and I'll put some light on it one evening and we'll do a skinning video. I might have to make it black and white to keep the red stuff from showing up so much. You know, YouTube's getting real funny. That's why I kind of got out of doing my tanning videos, because they started cracking down on so much seeing the red, and I didn't want to get I couldn't go live, couldn't do nothing, I think, for two weeks. I couldn't post a video for 2 weeks. All I could do was comment. So I don't want to lose 2 weeks and not being able to put anything up. So that's why I decided not to do that. But I would like to do a skinning, then fleshing, like the fur handling part of it, how to skin it, roll his eyes, ears, get everything turned right, so where you can save his ears where they don't fall off in 6 or 8 months. A good fleshing video, show how to properly flesh, and then wire or board stretch it, put it on boards, and then I would like to show you my tanning way. So I see how the algorithm's doing. More than likely we'll have to skip the skin and fleshing part. I may be able to black and white it out and show the skinning, for make sure I put about, you know, it's really about how to and educational. Maybe they'll let it slide that way. But I know a lot of trapping guys had a lot of videos took down because of that, and it was skinning. So maybe if I black and white it would be all right, I don't know. But I might do that, and then the fleshing, and then the tanning. Once it's dried, tanning, you don't have to worry about it being dirty or bloody or anything. So I could probably get by showing you that part. I'd just have to skip some parts, you know. But we'll try it and see. I'll just black and white it. If you guys would like to see this skinning machine work and how I skin mine, you know, how quick and easy it makes it, just comment below, and I'll try to get a skinning episode put together. Anyway, guys, that's all. Just want to make a quick video, show y'all my machine. I never have shared it, and hope it helps. Hope you learned something. Hope it gives you some ideas. Maybe you want to make you one at home. If you can get scrap pipe, you know, that's the best way to do it. And if not, check out A&J Skinning Machine. I think he's out of Iowa. It's been, like I say, like 3 years since I've ordered from him. But I think he's in Iowa or Kansas, maybe Kansas. It's one of them big buck states, I remember that. But he's got a Facebook page. He does awesome work. He builds them already made. You can buy them from him already made. I mean, and they're heavy duty built stuff he sells. I know a lot of people that's give him great reviews, and I've seen a lot of the videos about his stuff. I mean, and I talked to him a bunch about when I ordered this, about some ideas and stuff. I mean, he's a good guy, man, and good company. If I was gonna buy one, he'd be the only one I'd buy from. Anyway, guys, hope this helps some of you new guys, give you some ideas, tips and tricks, you know. Anything make it easier on you, especially the working man. You know, we need all the ease and help we can get. I'll catch you guys right back on another episode tomorrow. We'll be back checking sets and putting some more steel in the ground. So until then, guys, tight chains, stay safe out here. Do me a favor, smash subscribe if you hadn't already, and I'll catch you on down the line. See ya.